All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Daytona International. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. We've got a great one for you today. We're kicking off the season. It's the second winter season. No, there are not two winters. We just had a second winter season to add in before spring. We don't want to sit around all winter long and not be able to race. Let's get after it, bad boys. Daytona International, sunny Daytona. Good place to spend winter. It's race number 1 in the 2020 Winter 2 season here in the Buschwackers series. 70 laps tonight. And a great track. Hang on, boys and girls. It's Daytona. Well, a little stock car action on a Friday night. What better place to be right here than TurnLeftTV? This is Daytona. It's the Buschwackers series, the best stock car racing in the business. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in to TurnLeftTV. We've got a great one for you tonight, man. Some stock car action in the Buschwackers series. Kicking off the season here at Daytona, and we just have about a minute or so left here. We're a little bit early here, kind of a little bit of off time here, but that's okay. Working out the kinks here. So tonight we get a Daytona International 2.5 mile oval. Who doesn't know Daytona, huh? I'm your commentator, Heath Johnson, the broadcaster, commentator. Got Sadie the dog here hanging out with me to bring you a good 10 race season, kicking it off the right way here at Daytona. So excited about this one. Thanks so much for joining us. And we've got a great one for you tonight. Take a look at the track here at Daytona. Of course, 31 degrees of banking in the turns and 18 degrees of banking in the tri-oval. Who doesn't know Daytona International Speedway? 2.5 mile tri-oval. A lot of room to race here. A lot of fun here. So going to be a lot of good side-by-side racing. Going to have somebody to work with here. Have good pit stops and make sure you have somebody to draft with. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on the YouTube channel. It's going to be green back there. Oh, no, I'm thinking, oh, no, we're cool. Peace to everybody out there. Hope everybody's doing all right, man. Had a little bit of an eventful day today. So thanks to all those folks who gave me some well wishes and so forth. I appreciate that. Hope everybody's being safe out there, being kind to one another, and enjoying life, man. What better way to enjoy life here on a Friday night than I don't know, go out and hang out with your friends. No, you be right here at TurnLeftTV watching the race. Thanks so much for coming out, and we got a good one for you tonight. Please share my videos with your friends. Hit the thumbs up button and let me know you were here. I don't know you were here unless you hit the thumbs up button, man. I think that's the way it works, unless you throw something in the chat. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, right up in the link up in the banner of the channel, make it happen. Again, thanks so much coming in. And we got a great one for you tonight, man. I love Daytona. It's going to be a lot of fun here. 21 drivers joining us right now. And a big field like we've had in the Buschwackers series. So a lot of guys liking this stock car series, but really liking the way that this league, High Octane Racing League, is administrated. We do a great job here at HORL, and it pays. It shows in the drivers coming out week in, week out. So we're in the qualification session right now. Getting a few laps in here, so thank you for coming in. We'll take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers series. Of course, tonight at Daytona. Next week we got Kansas, Michigan International coming up on February the 5th. Lucas Oil Raceway, good Paulo Chachalowski track there on February the 12th. Good track. I'm excited about that one. Chicagoland Speedway, always a great race there. Northside International, that's Richmond, coming up on February the 26th. Martinsville, some short track beating and banging on March the 5th. Riverside International, excited about this road course too, man. We did this in the GT3 series last week, and it was a blast. So going to put the stock cars out there on March the 12th. And then Phoenix International, also a great track, coming up on 19 March. And we're going to finish it out the right way. Everybody's going to come over to my house after they race at Indy for some beers on March the 26th. My home track, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Oh, I should say Lucas Oil Raceway is a home track for me too. That's both those tracks in Indianapolis there. But nonetheless, excited about this series, this season here, and this is going to get us into the spring season after we finish Indianapolis. So excited about this season. Thanks so much for coming out, and we got a good one for you tonight. Right now in the qualification session, going to take a look at that. Lineup there right now, 20 drivers. Actually, it looks like we have 22 drivers now joining us. Speaking of some racing here, don't forget, tomorrow we've got a great one. Daytona International Road Course. I'm just going to stay all night at Daytona, get up the next day, and do some GT3 series racing. How about that, man? Spend a night out on the beach. Somebody's better, if I'm not in by midnight, somebody's going to have to come out and get me, because I might just get washed out there with a tide. Daytona International Road Course coming up tomorrow in the High Octane Racing League GT3 series. That will be a 50-minute race. Racing starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Do not want to miss it. Oh, the lights are on at Daytona tomorrow. That'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. So right now, Paul Brown, 49.006 is his time. Take a look at that. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91 car, making his qualification attempt here. Looks like he's currently 8th on the grid. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. Solid servers, man. rFactor 2 servers, as solid as you can get. Any disconnects you're going to get from this server is going to be because of the new UI. Not because of the server, that is for sure. But great servers there, rFactor 2 servers, EliteHostingUSA.com. Just give those guys a look. Looks like Claudio Bardelli Jr. right now 12th on the grid. We'll take a look at Arthur Vieira. Right now 9th on the grid, getting his second lap in here. Looks like he's finished up his second lap there. So currently 9th on the grid is Arthur Vieira. Reese Canaday in the 80 car. Right now shown 5th in qualifications. Looks like that is his qualifying attempt there. So good run for him. Right now shown P5. Ed Palumbo in the 54. Crazy Eddie out here in the Mellow Yellow sponsor machine, that 54 car. He likes to kind of hang out there a little bit early in quals and then dive in there. And look at that. How about that? Top time, 49.002. What a fast lap there for the 54 car. Felipe Granado, the 5X machine. So Felipe Granado there right now, 20th on the grid as he's firing it down pit road. That's funny. Try another song here. Alrighty, so Romulo Silveira. Look at him here running in the 11th position. We'll see Zachary Munkasi. So good to see Zach out. 4X car here, shown a 9th on the grid. So 21 drivers here joining us. Looks like somebody left here that probably end up coming back. But so it looks like Ed Palumbo, the top time. Paul Brown will qualify outside pole there in second. John Stanley qualifies in the 3rd position. Sean Jacobs 4th. Reese Canaday qualifies in the 5th position. Todd Robillard 6th. Tim Lansbury 7th. Lawrence Stopworth 8th. Zach Munkasi qualifies in the 9th position. Rounding out the top 10 is Arthur Vieira. So a good little qualification attempt there by these guys, huh? How about that here? We'll check the side-by-side work and see if that's working. It looks like it is. That is great news. So we got that side-by-side view working for us. So good news there. And we got about a little under 3 minutes left to go in quals, but looks like everybody has qualified. So Luca Sinfiner is going to start in the back there in the 21st position. So it does look like the side-by-side's working. We'll take a look at this second one here. Ah, yeah, that's good looking. Just dandy. So we got that one working. That's what we need. And then hopefully we get this one up and running too. There we go. So good side-by-side view there. So some great action headed your way this weekend. Starting it off with the race number 1 of the second winter season. We're calling this Winter 2 or Winter B. Take your choice of 2020, 2021. Technically 2021, but you know how it goes. So good 10-race season headed your way, and starting it off right at Daytona International. Got some guys joining us in the chat session. So it looks like Jair Oliveira, good luck to everybody. And then Claudio Bardelli Jr. also joining us. Ed Palumbo joining us in the chat session too. Those guys on the grid here tonight. So that'll be their little... welcome to everybody, and good luck to everybody here tonight. So good classy drivers right there. Well, classy drivers, and then there's Ed. John Messer joining us in the chat too. Good to see John Messer wishing us a good evening. So good to see John. So very, very excited about what we have headed your way here at Daytona tonight. A 70-lap race. So January the 22nd, a little snowy here, spitting some snow here in Indiana. I was up in northern Indiana earlier today, and it was snowing a little bit. So winter is not over, and winter season is just starting here in the Buschwackers series. Tonight's race also brought to you by ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. That's ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. All things comic-related, action figures, autographs, comic books, games, you name it. These guys have it. So please give ZiaComics.com if you have somebody who's interested in comics. Give them a shout out there. Good presents for your friend who likes those comics. Preston Hassel joining us here in the chat as well, giving a little fatherly advice there. Patience is key. So great little group here tonight. So I tell you what, we'll look at this again here, but we'll take a look at the starting order here while we have a chance. In the starting order here, Ed Palumbo in at 54 starts in P1. Paul Brown in 77 second. John Stanley third. Sean Jacobs in the 4th position. Reese Kennedy starts in 5th. Todd Robillard in the 90 who starts in the 6th position. Tim Lansbury in at 82 starts in 7th. And Lord Stoppleworth in the 41 is 8th. Zach Muncasey starts in the 4X in that 9th position. Archie Vieira, 4 car in the 10th position. Romulo Silviera starting in the 11th spot in the 15. 17th, Jair Leveda is 16th. Jesus Iglesias in the 2X starts in the 13th position. Claudio Bardelli Jr., 14th. Stephen Miller in his first race out here starts in the 15th position. Tiago Gomez is 16th. Preston Hassel starts in the 17th position, and Guillermo Peixoto starts in 18th. Colin Matiak 19th. Felipe Portela starting in the 20th position. 21st is Felipe Granado, and then 22nd is Lucas Sinfner. So we'll take a look at that starting order again. These guys are now in the warm-up session. Getting some warm-up in here before they roll it over to race. We got about a 10-minute warm-up session with just a little over 9, I guess, left. Get a few things dialed in here. Make sure we got a good cockpit view. Sort of a little bit low here. It feels like I'm sitting on the floorboard of this car right now. But that's what we get here with this sim. Todd Robillard there joining us in the chat. Said, good luck tonight, guys. Givaldo Linares. Buenas noches a todos. So that's good night to all. Basically, hello to all. So Givaldo and Todd joining us in the chat session. Good to see them out. Tell you what, man, I am excited about this season. Really got some great tracks here. Hopefully guys are just as excited as I am about this. And again, should be a great season, of course. Always is in the Buschwackers series. Excited about the tracks we've got in store for you. I think we've got some really, really good, tracks that are going to make some for some great races. And again, hey, thank you so much for coming in. Let me set up in the chair. My God, what am I doing? Laying down? Hey, thank you for coming in. And if you haven't done so, please support me here at TurnLeftTV by clicking down or going down in the description of this race and following that to the Help Me Out link there at the Fanatec website. And if you're interested in buying some of their equipment, wheel, pedals, wheelbase, shifter, something of that, wheel rim, probably mentioned that already. Please click on that link, and thanks to all those folks who have done so, man. I really appreciate that. But definitely appreciate people just going there and visiting and so forth, and just see what they have. You never know, you might have something that fits your budget, and if so, please help me out here at TurnLeftTV and click on that link. Also, leadhostingusa.com link down in the in the description there if you're interested in a server for your rFactor 2 league. I mean, right now on the track, we've got a lot of drivers here from Brazil. Got a lot of drivers, of course, from the United States and Canada. We've got drivers from Europe. You'll see that tomorrow with the GT3 series. We have drivers from Europe as well. And I tell you what, we really do have some solid connections here. So no matter where you are in the world, I think this is something that could suit you. So please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look, and the link is down in the description of this channel. If you're interested in joining HORL, right there, the best stock car racing in the business, no doubt. Please click on that link or follow that link right there and join us on Discord. We'd love to have you. Twitter at TurnLeftTV, Facebook at TurnLeftTV1, and let's have a good race here tonight. Thanks for joining us. Peace to all my friends out there. I got a lot of sim racing friends, and every single one of them I cherish, and really appreciate them coming back and watching the races too. I definitely go back and see how many people have been watching, so something I pay attention to, how many likes I've gotten. So help me out. I appreciate all of your support. I'm just honored that you would be here to watch some races here at TurnLeftTV. We got a good one for you tonight, man. About 4.5 minutes. Look at that. I spent 5 minutes up there talking about side-by-side and links and so forth. Here we're already with just 4 minutes left to go before we hit the green flag here. Tell you what, pitting is going to be of a premium here tonight. You're going to have somebody to pit with, and then also getting that car slowed down to come on pit lane, and then pitting in mass too. There's a lot of drama that can unfold while guys are trying to enter that pit lane. So something we need to watch here as guys are thinking about making pit stops. So we might see a couple guys here as the practice session or the warm-up session starts to wind down, practicing their pit stops. You see Claudio Bardelli Jr. there coming down pit lane, that 91 car. Pretty safe entry there. I don't know about that during the race. He might be a little bit faster than that during the race there. Trying to get every bit of advantage you can get while you're entering pit lane. '82 car, Tim Lansbury coming down pit lane. That's another interesting little mix you're going to see too. Guys finishing up their pit stops, coming back out as guys are entering their pit box there. So definitely give that a look too, or keep that on your radar as guys start to come down pit lane. So a little over a minute and a half left to go here in the warm-up session. All right, boys and girls, it looks like it is that time, so let's get this bad boy started here. It's Daytona International, a great track here, great series, the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers series. Best Friday night stock car racing you're going to find. Ain't no doubt about that. Race number 1 in the Winter 2 season, or Winter B, take your pick. So this is going to be a good one, I think. Going to be a lot of fun here at Daytona. All right, we'll go over that starting order again here. I believe Ed Palumbo starts in P1. Paul Brown second. John Stanley starts in the 3rd position. And Sean Jacobs in the 24 starts in 4th. Starting in the 5th position is Reese Kennedy in the 80 car. Todd Robillard starts in 6th. Tim Lansbury in the 82 starts in the 7th position. And Lawrence Stoppleworth is 8th. Starting in the 9th position is Arthur Vieira in that 4 car. Romulo Silveira in the 15 starts in 10th. Jair Oliveira in the 17 car starts in the 11th position. And Jesus Iglesias starts in the 2X in 12th. In 13th is Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91. Stephen Miller in the 42 starts in the 14th position. Tiago Gomez in 15th in that 3X. Preston Hassel in the 27 starts in the 16th position. In 17th is Gilmar Peixoto in the 17 car, or excuse me, 6X. Colin Madiak 18th. Felipe Portela 19th. And Felipe Granado. We got the Felipe and Felipe show there in 19th and 20th. Lucas Sinfner starting in the 21st position in the 21 car. What are the chances, huh? How about that? All right, man. We got a good one for you here tonight. And I am excited about this one. I'm excited about all of them, huh? So this should be a great race, I think. It's going to be a good one. Always exciting at Daytona. So patience is the key, man. Really getting yourself through a good couple rounds of pit stops here. We want to see green flag pit stops. We want a good side-by-side racing, but also working in that draft, trying to figure out where you belong. And I think there's really no rush, I don't believe, really to get yourself to the front here. So the 54 of Ed Palumbo will lead this field to take the green flag here tonight, and hopefully we got some good green flag racing ahead of us. Paul Brown in a 77 outside pole there, and I have a feeling, judging from kind of what I've seen, is really I think that inside line is the preferred position. If you got enough cars up on the outside line, you can get some things done there, but I think the bottom line is going to be the place to be here. So the race car is going to come in this time by, and we're going to get it going here. Here we go. Race number 1 at Daytona.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, off the green. Ed Palumbo leading that field. Taking the green flag here. Big field here, 21 cars. Guys did not get a very good start there in the back. They got some time there to sort of work that out, but Ed Palumbo out to that front. You see that upper line there not really going anywhere right now. Low board here with John Stanley. As he's running behind Ed Palumbo in the 54. John Stanley running in second. So that outside line here led by Paul Brown, really not able to get things dialed in. Looks like 90 Todd Robillard bails out of that. And, he goes down to the bottom line, though. So right now, Paul Brown dropping to the back here, or dropping back in that high line, and he is going to have to try to find a place to get down here. He is running beside Ed Palumbo, and he needs somebody to work with here to be able to get down, and he's going to get a little bit of room there from the 17 car. Good move there from the 17. Good gentleman-like move from Jair Oliveira. We got that second group there, and that is Felipe Portela, Colin Madiak, Stephen Miller, headed by Stephen Miller in the 42, Colin Madiak in the 13, and then that 5X of Felipe Portela running in the 19th position. Lucas Sinfner and Gilmar Buschwackers running in the 20th and 21st positions. 54 Ed Palumbo here leading the field. I don't know what we got going on there, but that's ugly. Two X car here. Look at the tab keys working in the old UI. How about that? Jesus Iglesias. The tab key is not working in the new UI. This is a big problem for some of these stock car series. Tiago Gomez just ahead as well. Big problem for these stock car series, but with caution flags, we need those tab keys to figure out where everybody's at so we can line back up. So take a look at 41 car here. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91 on the bottom side. Is that 41 trying to work on that high side and get back around, and it looks like he's getting a little bit of run there with the help of Preston Hassel. So the 41, Lawrence Stoppelworth, trying to make that high line work. He's got a little help there from the 27, so not a lot of room up there, or a lot of drivers up there helping. So this guy's going to have to figure something out, try to find a hole here to get down into to be able to maintain those positions. And right now, everybody's sort of nose to tail, except for these two. So 54, Ed Palumbo continuing to lead here. 4 or 5 laps in, and the 12, John Stanley in second. Reese Canaday right now having a pretty good run here. He's in the 3rd position. Tim Lansbury shown in 4th. I'll tell you what, man, Reese Canaday comes out here. He comes out early, gets a lot of laps in, and he's just had some bad luck, man. He sort of gets himself back in the pack there, maybe with some early pit strategy, that type of thing, and seems to fall back there in the field a little bit and get caught up in somebody else's event there. No little frustration for the 80, but he keeps plugging away and dedicated, and right now shown in 3rd. And hoping to have a good finish here tonight. 82, Tim Lansbury running behind him in the 4th position. Archer Vieta running in 5th. How many times have we seen some great racing from Archer Vieta there, and some very close finishes. That guy's going to find a way, keep that car up front. Romulo Silviata here, the 15 car. Got that car in the car set. So his first race out in the new paint scheme. Having a good run right now, running in 6th. Preston Hassel here now, gotten that car down to the bottom side. He and Lawrence Stoppelworth here starting to work together. Jair Levade up on the high side, and he's got some guys to continue with as Sean Jacobs is going to sneak by. So Jair Levade here having a... Jair Levade now tucks in, and he's lost some position, now back to the 12th position. Early on, no reason really, I think, to get too fired up. Too worried about where you're at, because you got a lot of racing left to go. Lucas Sinfiner and Felipe Granado. Felipe there dropping back. Luca moving forward there with Felipe Portela, I believe. Luca right now running in the 19th position. So these guys are probably wanting to see a caution flag, or those guys getting a little racy up front. Take a look at Paul Brown, started outside pole in 2nd in the 77. Right now running in the 8th position. He got stuck up there on that outside line, but now he's got some friends in low places down on the bottom line here, running behind Todd Robillard in the 90, and scrunched in there in between the 90 and the 41 of Lawrence Stoppelworth. So these guys nose to tail. Everybody's sort of playing it smart right now, realizing that nose to tail, that's a kind of a shame in some respects here at Daytona, because we were used to having some pretty good side-by-side racing here. 42 of Stephen Miller running around Jesus Iglesias, I believe, getting that spot, and 42 Speed Details sponsor machine now up to the 16th position. 2X of Jesus Iglesias running in 17th. Colin Madiak here running to the outside, trying to get around Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91. He's got a little bit of help on the outside line. He might be able to make a couple of passes here. He's 13 wanting to get up here. He's going to try to get around another car, and I'll tell you what, he's got a little bit of help on the outside line. So the 24, Sean Jacobs battling Colin Madiak here side by side. 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. in this mix too, and he's trying to figure out who he wants to go with, and looks like Colin Madiak is going to make that pass as 24, Sean Jacobs letting him go by. There. Looks like the 80 Reese Kennedy makes that pass on John Stanley, who tucks in. So Reese Kennedy slips through and now picks up the second position. John Stanley here running in third. John Stanley been running some GT3 Series races with us too. So good to see him running the GT3 Series. I think he's running that Corvette, if I'm not mistaken, so we might see him out tomorrow night. 82 Tim Lansbury, Skyline Chili Ford Mustang running in the fourth position. On board here with him as we're, man, I'll tell you what, this field of view situation here is a little crazy, and we got a heck of a run with this group up on the outside. These guys got something figured out. And, man, we're 3 wide here. This is going to get a little interesting. 3 wide, Reese Kennedy, Jair Oliveira, he's got that car up front. That happened in a hurry. Oh, we got a little bit of contact right there. Looks like the 13. 13 in the wall there. I don't know if he got into the back of Ed Palumbo or not, but, man, I'll tell you what, he hit the wall. And this is interesting here early on. These guys getting racy. This 13 car wanting to get to the front. Jair Oliveira in this mix. So something got a little chippy there. A little chippy. Let's see what happened here. See if we can't get a look at this. So look 2 wide there. John Stanley. And I'll tell you what, this is 3 wide. My heavens, man. Right there at 13. I don't think he really intended to get into the back of the 54 car. He just thinks 3 wide. Jair Oliveira slipping up through the middle. He had a heck of a run. And then 24 got into the back of the 13. That's what happened. 13. Everybody checking up there. Got to be careful. Got to be careful here with that. So things get a little racy. I think they got a little bored. And things got a little racy right there. How about this 27 car? Preston Hassel looking out of the front of his car. Is this thing any more settled down on board here with him? At 27, he's wanting to get a good finish. I know he's been a little frustrated lately with not as good a finishes as what he wanted. But hey, a new season, wipe the slate clean, and get back out here and get after it. So that AMD Ryzen sponsor machine right now having a pretty good night here, but he's running up on that outside. So 24, 13, 27, 41, 15, all running on that outside line. See if they can't get something started here. You got something a little bit more organized, looks like, down on the bottom line. So those guys starting to move past. Reese Kennedy, our race leader here, and these guys are starting to roll up on some lap traffic. So looking out of the front of our race leaders machine, Reese Kennedy. Behind him is John Stanley in the 12 car. This kind of track that John Stanley just likes, man. He likes these super speedways. Got a big win last season, and looking to maybe get another one here at Daytona. Started off getting himself at the top of the grid. 6X letting these guys go by. That is Gilmar Pachotto, and he is in the wall right there. In the wall! Oh, almost got down. He's up in the wall again. These guys trying to slip through here as Gilmar. Oh, 27 and the 6X get together. I had a feeling that was going to happen, and the 6X and the 27 got together. My heavens, man. And I was just, I had a feeling something was going to happen there. 6X now coming down pit lane here. So that got a little interesting with the lap traffic. As Reese Kennedy going to take that caution flag there. So Gilmar, Peixoto, and I think it might have been the 27 car might have gotten in there. And some of these guys, man, I think they really want to see that caution flag. Romulo Silvieta, Jesus Iglesias, Stephen Miller, Felipe Granado, Lucas Sinfiner, all, I'm sure, wanted to see that caution flag to get caught back up. So, very interesting what happened there. I think Peixoto was just trying to get up onto the outside. Just probably a little bit of mirror driving. We'll take a look at the replay as Peixoto is up, Peixoto is up on the outside line, and right there might have been contact between Bardelli Jr. and the 27 too, and those guys getting together, and then 6X coming around, so there might have been a little bit of contact with Preston Hassel and Claudio Bardelli Jr. as well. And we'll kind of look at this just a little bit earlier right here, kind of looking at that 27, the 91, and then I think there was just contact between those. It's hard to see because these guys are trying to check up. Oh, there was contact ahead. These guys checking up. Right there, the 27, 91, they were almost 4 wide. Take a look at this again. So Peixoto's in the wall right there. And then these guys trying to slip through. It's hard to really tell what's going on right here. So he's trying to get through. And then contact. So we got into the wall right there, and then 27 is trying to avoid, got down into the 91, and then that's just guys trying to avoid there, getting together. So that is where we stand on that one. So Romulo Silvieta, kind of see where he's at. That 15 car looks like he is back to the 17th position. Reese Canaday is our race leader. These guys are going to make pit stops here. Looks like the 90 of Reese Canaday going to bring his, the 80th car of Reese Canaday. I mean to call him the 90. It's a dirty move. All these guys getting after it right here. How about that? 17 and the 54 getting after it right now. It's a little bit of disagreement on who has what on pit lane. So interesting right there. Getting after it, coming down pit lane. How about that, huh? Might be something to watch here. Watch this, man. These guys are in the grass. I don't know. 54 is in the grass. 17 all the way over on the right side where he's supposed to be. But I don't know if that started off early or what. But here we'll take a look. And it does look like Ed kind of had the outside line, and maybe the 17 didn't realize he was here. But look at that, man. That's some. He's like, hey, I'm not giving an inch. Interesting. Interesting. Already getting a little chippy. We're first race out, man. First race out. Everybody got to just relax. We're all friends here. That's Daytona, man. Daytona brings out the best in them, huh? Looks like Jesus Iglesias is our race leader. Ed Palumbo second. Reese Kennedy third. Tim Lansbury fourth. Jair Oliveira is fifth. So the 2X of Jesus Iglesias is the race leader. And I suspect he's probably going to come down pit lane. And Palumbo shown second. Will probably assume the lead. Reese Kennedy third. Tim Lansbury fourth. So Gilmar Peixoto coming down pit lane here in the 6X machine. Iglesias staying out here. Bold move by 2X car. Jesus Iglesias. So Peixoto on pit lane right now. The 6X coming back out. 2X of Jesus Iglesias, race leader. And side by side there. Mowing some grass there is Gilmar Peixoto. So don't forget, coming up tomorrow, man, we got Daytona International. I'm just going to stay here at Daytona. I'm going to go out to the beach, have a cocktail. Hopefully I'm not going to pass out in the sand and get washed out to sea and see if the movie Jaws is for real. Now, we got a great race here for you tomorrow. Here on TurnLeftTV, Daytona International Road Course. We're going to start it in the late afternoon, and we're going to turn out the lights. Coming at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, High Octane Racing League GT3 Series, Daytona International. Great GT3 track and a 50-minute race headed your way tomorrow, live right here on TurnLeftTV. We're getting big fields for that too, man. Really a lot of great stuff happening here at High Octane Racing League. I want to send a shout out to all the admins out there, all the drivers that help out, but all the admins and all the work that they do to keep this league running and keep this stuff working very, very well. We have a great field now. Field sizes are big. 21 drivers here joining us tonight, and I think this season we may actually see 25, even 30 drivers out for the stock car race. Man, imagine that, 30 drivers out here for the stock cars. That might be a good thing, huh? I'm excited, man. And then the GT3 series, a lot of guys really liking that here as we're tightening up, or we're finishing up that season with race 7 tomorrow and then 8 next week. Really got to start thinking about what I want to do for the next season. Do we want to roll it over to another GT3 series? Do we want to try something else? We thought about the DPIs, and then also maybe going back to the Indy cars here. So we got some decisions to make here in the next week or so about exactly where we're going to go with this series. Ed Palumbo in the 54 car is our race leader, and he's going to start on that inside line. 82 Tim Lansbury starting on the outside line in the second position. John Stanley third. Jair Oliveira is fourth. All right. So getting this thing going back here. We had one caution flag there, just a lap car, and guys rolling up on their 2 wide. It really started to get racy up front, and then they came up on that lap traffic, and they could not sort of get that thing settled back down or get that those lines sort of merged into one to get around pretty cleanly. And guys started making, trying to make room and kind of get together there, and that happens. So we're not sure what we got going on here with respect to this gap here going on. So here we go, 54 Ed Palumbo.
Go, go, go.
Leading that field, 82 Tim Lansbury gets a good start on the outside line. He's got a little shove there from John Stanley. Tim Lansbury diving down. John Stanley dives down to the front. And now 1, 2, 3, 54 in third, 77 Paul Brown up high in the fourth position. He's going to bail and go down to the bottom side here. He comes back up to the top. So the 17 of Jair Oliveira ducking through. Paul Brown here up on the outside line, sort of trying to figure out how much time he's going to, or how much gap he needs to be able to tuck back in, and he might get some room here after that 13 car, if that 13 car gets through. Colin Madiak, 24 Sean Jacobs helping that 77 car up high. Take a look at Archer Vieira here in that 4 car. So Archer Vieira right now in the 4, running in the 5th position. In NASCAR BR number 4. 77 Paul Brown, 24 Sean Jacobs up high. 41 Lawrence Stopworth up on that high line as well. Tim Lansbury, our new race leader. How about that? 82 Skyline Chili Ford Fusion. Ford Mustang, I should say. He says anytime he wins, he's going to send me some free Skyline chili. So I'm excited about that. Everybody pull over and let that guy win. I want some chili. Paul Brown, good run here on the outside line. He's got a heck of a run. Got a little help up there. Luca Sinfner up there as well. I haven't talked too much about Luca. He's running in the 8th position. Now 21 car. Open that to 41 out, and just behind him is Felipe Granado, the 5X machine. Take a look at Felipe in that 5X up on the outside line, I believe. 15 of Romulus Silveira in that mix as well. And Palumbo in the 54. A little bit of a gap here as he's running in 3rd, trying to close in on that front 2. John Stanley and Tim Lansbury 1-2 there. Well, Tim Lansbury running in 1st. John Stanley running in the 2nd position. And 2nd line there on the outside, having a little trouble sort of getting organized, getting enough guys up there to make it happen, as we're going to have to watch this race right here. This 4 car and the 13, very tight racing right there. 13 Colin Madiak, 4 of Archer Vieira. You see those guys on that bottom side. Archer Vieira has a heck of a run here. Is 17 in the middle. 13 Colin Madiak here trying to muscle his way through. He might end up going 4 wide if they're not careful. Now we're going to watch this as Jair Oliveira in the middle here as 27 Preston Hassel trying to make his way through. This guy's getting together right there. Oh, contact, and is it going to bring a caution flag out? And it does. As we got a mess here. Got a mess. It's Preston Hassel coming around. 42 gets caught up in that as well, it looks like. We'll see what happened. Looks like Jair Oliveira here has retired his machine. So the 82, Tim Lansbury bringing that car around. What happened there, man? We got to figure out what in the heck happened. That was a big one there. Took out quite a few cars. So I just had a feeling, man. I mean, anytime sort of somebody kind of gets themselves stuck in the middle there and then, you know, can't sort of figure it out. Trying to see what happened here. So we see here is Jerry Oliveira looks like he had gotten in the middle and he got together with somebody on the high line, came down and got into the 27 and then slamming into the wall as that 27 getting into the 5X machine, and you see a whole heck of a lot of cars caught up in that. 42 didn't get through. 3X gets caught up in that as well. Take a look here. This is a little bit earlier here. So you see right here, and then, man, contacts the 17, goes up the track, gets into the 6X car, comes down, gets into the 27, and those guys, it is disaster that ensues after that. You see a mess behind. Claudio Bardelli Jr. looks like he might have saved his car. He got a little bit of contact out of that. It really looked like to me, as we go on board, see if we can't go on board here with Jair Oliveira. This is a little bit later. There, he just comes over and gets into the 6X machine right there, and then all heck ensues after that. We just have a mess. Guys wrecking all over the place right there, trying to get through and just running out of room. And caution flag. Cautions breed cautions. You see Claudio Bardelli Jr. getting the car back out on track. 5X, big time damage for him as well. 27 reporting some pretty significant damage for his car. Tough break there, really, for that. So, wow, look at that, man. Oh, my God, who's joining us in the chat session right now? Is that Emmy Wallace? What? Yesenia? Is that Tracenia? I don't even... Tracenia? Yesenia? You guys are awesome. Love those guys. Always look forward to having those two in class. Although not in the same class. My gosh. Kevin's for that. Don't know if I got enough hair left on my head for that one. Emerald Wallace, Yesenia, Escareno joining us. Love that. Those two young ladies are absolutely fantastic. Make me enjoy coming to school. Oh, my God. That means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. 21, Lucas Sinfner, 16-year-old driver from Canada, is our race leader right now. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is in second. Thiago Gomez, 3X, in third. Jesus Iglesias shown in the fourth position. Ed Palumbo is fifth. That is absolutely awesome. So second caution flag of the night here on lap 28, and it got a little should be there. I mean, guys were 2 wide, and then somebody got in the middle, got 3 wide there, and didn't realize there was a car up in the high line, looks like, and they got together. And then when it's tight pack racing like this, you're going to get a situation where one little incident, one little spin or whatever can really take out quite a few drivers. 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr., one of our great drivers there from South America, running in the 2nd position. So like I said, man, earlier, we have a lot of racers from all around the world here. Luca hails from Canada. We got guys from Brazil. We've got some regulars from Argentina. We got some folks in the GT3 series. It'll be tomorrow from Russia. We've got Poland, Great Britain, Germany, the Netherlands, of course Brazil as well, United States, Canada, guys from all around the world, Indonesia as well. Got a driver from Indonesia that runs with us as well. So it's just an awesome mix of guys. And I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate calling all of these drivers out here my friends. So it's a pretty fantastic crew, and we have a good time. So here we are on second caution flag, 29 laps in. And I get a couple students joining us in here and wishing some well wishes for the weekend, I guess. They must be bored. Coming out here and hanging out with them sim racers. It is awesome. Don't forget, coming up in the schedule next week, Kansas Speedway, Michigan International coming up on February the 5th. Lucas Oil Raceway, that's in Indianapolis, by the way, February the 12th. Come by and see me after you run the race. I'll be right here just a little bit north of that. Chicagoland Speedway, about 2 hours south of that. Coming up on February the 19th. We need some merch, as Yesenia is saying. I don't have any merch. Well, I guess I got to have a TurnLeftTV hat. I spelled north side wrong. Look at that, man. Somebody's going to see that typo right there, and I have a feeling I'm going to hear about that on Monday. Martinsville Speedway coming up on March the 5th. That's a little short track action right there. Going to see some beating and banging. Riverside International. The track actually doesn't exist anymore, but we have it in game here. A lot of fun. Phoenix International coming up on March the 19th, and Indianapolis Motor Speedway, March the 26th. So guys will come back by the house for a beverage. So Jesus Iglesias, race leader, I believe. Actually, looks like Ed Palumbo is slipping around. Jesus must have end of longest line penalty, I believe. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but maybe he's elected to go to the outside line. Ed Palumbo will start low on the inside in the 54 car. Yeah, I definitely need some merchandise here. I do have a hat, and I have 2 hats. And I think that's it. I guess I have 2 hats. 2 whole hats to my... Oh, I don't want the Lamborghini Emerald. I want the Ferrari 458 GT. Look it up online. Ferrari 458. That's my car. I'll take the 488. I'd rather have the 458, but... I don't have $500,000 because I did not hit the lottery today. Thought for sure I was going to win. All right, we're getting ready to go back green. Don't forget to check out ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. That's ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. Yeah, my friend who wants to buy one is not racing here tonight. So I don't know where he's at. Wants to buy a Lamborghini. So we're getting the pace car lights around. He's going to be coming in this time by, and we're getting ready to go back green. Here we go. Lap 30. Paul Brown with 77 down to the inside line here. He's down on that bottom line. John Stanley up on the high line there. Got stuck behind the 2X car. Did not get a good start. John Stanley going to bail and go down to the bottom line here. It's Ed Palumbo getting through. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Yeah, we only say that at the beginning of the race. Well, I guess I just said it. Oh, man, I tell you what, 2X, he's wanting to get down there at 82. Skyline Chili Ford Mustang getting by. 13 of Colin Madiak, another one of our 16-year-old drivers from Ohio, trying to slip through. Get out of the back of the 2X machine at that 13 car, Colin Madiak. He is running in the, right now, where's he running? I can't even see him. On the grid, he might be down a little bit. Colin Madiak, oh, he's running in the 7th position. That 13 car. So looking at the front of Colin Madiak's machine. Nose to tail right now, these guys. Jesus Iglesias just ahead in that 2X car. A little bit running in the 6th position. These guys talking about making it on fuel right now, and I think they're going to be a little bit short, assuming it does stay green. 54, Ed Palumbo in the mellow yellow sponsor machine. Our race leader, 77, Paul Brown in second. 24, Sean Jacobs in the 3rd position. The 12 of John Stanley running in 4th. Tim Lansbury in 5th. Take a look at Todd Robillard here in the 90 car. He is running in the 11th position. One of our Rhode Island drivers. Not sure how he even fits that car in that state. It's so small. 27, Preston Hassel running behind him, hailing from New Hampshire. These guys running in 11th and 12th. Colin Madiak here trying to make a pass on the 4 car of Arthur Vieira. Archer, one of our Brazilian drivers. That 4 car, tucking back in. Now back to the 8th position. Colin, he's going to try to get by Jesus Iglesias. He's looking on this bottom side here, I believe, as Jesus is going to leave this door open. Colin Madiak here looking to try to slip through. He is trying to peek that nose in. To keep that nose under the mask. As Jesus Iglesias got a fan club in here. Cesar Silva cheering him on. And look at that. He's going to leave the door open. Colin Madiak. Oh, little door banging right there. 13 and the 2X getting together. Right there. The 82. He had a little contact. Oh, some more contact between the two of those guys. Get a little chippy. The 13 gets by. Looking out of the back of... woo, man, I'll tell you what, it's still getting after it. It's a 4X, a 4 car. He's down on the bottom line. He might have got run down there almost off the track. Take a look at this, man. Colin Madiak, he gets by the 4 car, and he is going to wait for the door to open here, and this 2X car is going to leave this door open, wide open for him. And I'll tell you what, Colin Madiak got a heck of a run. He is getting out of the gas right there. But he gets by the 2X car. Here it is, a 2X. Gets into the back. Oh, man, that is contact. I can't believe those guys didn't wreck. That's 200-mile-an-hour contact right there. 13 gets through. And then look at this. Oh, man, that 2X trying to duck in. He didn't realize the 4 car was there. Almost ran him down into the grass. And the 4 car gets back up there with no incident. So good job on those guys' part. 54, Ed Palumbo. The race leader, 7. Man, I got to catch my breath. This is crazy. Race leader, I tell you what, Jesus Iglesias, he says, man, I want to get back by. He said, I'm no relation to Julio Iglesias. So you call me Jesus. First met him, I called him Julio on an accident. I was not intending to do that, and he's fortunately been a good player there, good sport, and not holding that against me. Said he would rather be Enrique than Julio. He is Jesus. Lord Stopworth in the 50 or the 41 car, looking out of the back of his machine. Todd Robillard in the 90, the Napa sponsor machine, running in the 11th position. The 1X of Felipe Portela. He messaged me today on Discord, wanted to know how he could join up and race, and here he is right now running in the 12th position. A good run for him. Preston Hassel in the 27, just behind him in 13th. Tiago Gomez in the 13 or in the 3X car, getting side by side ahead of him. Look at that 42. Stephen Miller up on the high side. He's going to try to make something happen. He's going to need some help if he's going to try to make some room or make some moves up on the high side. Stephen Miller, take a look at him in that Speed Details number 42. Trying to get by that 1X car. He's up on this high side here. You see Todd Robillard down on the low side. Stephen Miller here. He's done some IndyCar racing and some GT3 racing with us as well. And he is going to try to sneak back down there, and he can't get down on the bottom side as Preston Hassel going to reclaim that spot. Oh, there's a little contact there. Getting a little chippy. There's a 90 car going to try to slip through here. 90, Todd Robillard, he's going to try to get through. Running behind Lawrence Stopworth in the 41. With the 90, Todd Robillard. Running behind our North Dakota native in the number 41, Lawrence Stopworth. Who knows the tail run right there, 40 and 90. 41 and the 90. So good side-by-side racing. Preston Hassel, Arte Vieira here racing for position. These guys starting to get after it a little bit. Preston Hassel in that 27 car. On the outside line here trying to get something started on the high line. Got to have some help up on the high line to be able to get things started here. This is where you start getting a little crazy. Guys starting to get a little dicey. Guys going to start getting a little dicey here, and that's going to potentially cause some problems. Look at this action right here, the 3X, the 90, the 42. These guys have sort of lost that draft here a little bit. 3X car, Tiago Gomez. This mix, only the 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. might have gotten up into the wall a little bit. Take a look at Tiago Gomez here in the 3X car. Claudio Bardelli Jr. might have made a little contact with the wall there. At 91, 42, Speed Details sponsored Toyota. He's trying to tuck out there and figure out what he wants to do. This line led by Reese Canaday in the 80 car. Ed Palumbo in the 54 continuing to lead the field with 30 laps to go. 77 car, Paul Brown in second. 24, Sean Jacobs in the third position. Said it was his daughter's 21st birthday today. So happy birthday, Sean's daughter. I'm not sure what her name is, but happy birthday to her. Emerald Wallace wants to know how a Jeep Gladiator would do in this competition. Not well. Not well. 12 car here, John Stanley running in P4. And it's been a good run for him. We got two packs now. Got a big pack here, about 13 cars. Preston Hassel towing the line there in P13, and then second pack here led by the 3X of Tiago Gomez. These guys want to try to catch up to that front crew. Take a look at that 27 and the 90 here running together. Was hoping to get a little bit of a different pack look there, but didn't get that out of that. Slave to the now we have got some lap traffic happening here, so we're going to have to keep our eye on this front crew. See that 6X car up on the high line. And remember, they were too wide before when they caught up to him, and that really caused some issues. As long as these guys keep it nose to tail, now I think we're going to be all right. But once you start getting three wide, somebody who's a little bit off the pace, this is Gilmar Peixoto in the 6X car, one of our Brazilian drivers. About a horse and buggy, Yesenia says. Well, the problem with the horse and buggy is you got to stop every 20 or 30 laps to pick up the horse doo-doo, get it off the track. And I'm sure Yesenia will be volunteering to do that. So we'll put her on Poop Crew. Little chatty in here. Nimble says, I can talk fast. Yeah. Little broadcasting. Go back to the DJ days. Ed Palumbo is slipping up to the high line here, and is the 77 Paul Brown going to try to get through here. So now we got a second line forming here. This is going to be interesting. Sean Jacobs, he's going to let that 54 car in or not. 54 car is going to get a little bit of room there from the 24. So now you got some 2 wide action here. Now 3 wide, as it looks like Colin Matiak trying to slip through here. So now that's going to start bunching guys up here. Look at that 2X, the 82. Those guys getting after it. Oh, no, and I knew it. They're going to spin. A little bit of a spin. I saw that happening there. And Tiago Gomez, Jesus Iglesias in the grass. So Yesenia says she'd be more than happy to do poop duty. Jesus Iglesias. And that brings out our caution. So Paul Brown in the 77 will take this caution flag. Ed Palumbo in second. Sean Jacobs third. John Stanley fourth. And Colin Matiak is fifth. We'll see what happened here. And, it just started to get a little tight there, and I just had a feeling things were going to get a little awkward. We'll take a look at the replay here as the 2X and the 82. You see those guys getting together right there, and then 2X coming across the nose of the 82 car. So just got a little tight there, and I think he was just trying to make some room, and it didn't happen for him. See if we can't look out of the back of John Stanley's machine here, and watch this. We're going to see this 2X. You see that 2X? He is crowding this 12 car pretty hard right now. We're on board here with the 12, and watch it. It's going to come across the nose of the 82 right there. More contact, and then that spin right there. And Jesus, he was just wanting to find some place to get in, and just came around, and that's just unfortunate right there. So again, we'll take a look at out of the front of the 82 car. Watch this, 82 trying to slip in, and then man, it just got tight right there. 82, he was there, and heck breaks loose. And you see the trying to chase him with the camera. There you go. Oh man, I'll tell you what, I don't think he hit anything. He just mowed some grass. 2X just mowed some grass. As it'd be nice if he likes mowing grass, he could come on over this summer, because I absolutely hate it. It's Paul Brown now the race leader. Going back to the live feed here. So here we go, man. Gonna tighten this thing back up, giving some of those guys in that second crew a chance to come up. But mowing is awful. I'll tell you that. Mowing's awful. I got to go into the backyard, pick up dog dew before I mow, so that's no fun either. But mowing's terrible. I don't like it. I do like it better than I do folding laundry. I'm going to be honest with you on that. See these guys making a pit stop here. Sorry, hit the mute button, which is probably a good thing there for a second. These guys making pit stops here. We'll see if we can't do a side-by-side view. Side-by-side view here as we see these guys making their pit stops. So get a little bit of a lag right there. Sorry about that. Paul Brown finishing up his pit stop. You see Preston Hassel down that low line making his pit stop here. So it's a fun little look here. In the chat session, we'll block that. We got more important things to put up there, and like the ugly cam up here. So hey, peace to everybody out there. Thanks so much for coming in and watching TurnLeftTV. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, I encourage you to do so. Also, go down in the link in the description of this channel or this race and follow that to the Fanatec website. If you're interested in buying a wheel, pedals, wheelbase, shifter, please give those guys a look, and please use that link. That helps me out here at TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there in sim racing land. Always appreciate people being here and watching the races, and especially my two faves out here tonight watching in support of not only TurnLeftTV, but Mr. J. Always appreciate kids coming out and watching. Had some kids last year as well. See if we got the ugly cam on here. Got the bigger ugly cam up here. Here we go. Here's the bigger ugly cam. There you go. Don't have my merch on. Sorry. Oh, yeah, they call me Papa John. Pretty soon it's going to be Grandpa John. I don't know. Felipe Portala is the race leader right now, the 1X car. So, you know, new leader here. We really haven't seen him up front. It's been a quiet night for him. Sean Jacobson, 24, shown in second. Ed Palumbo, third. Colin Matiak, fourth. And Paul Brown in the fifth position. And we're definitely on the back half of this race here. So things are going to start getting a little serious here, and they do not have to pit anymore. But you may see guys coming down pit lane, maybe taking fresh tires, especially guys who might have boogered up their tires a little bit. So, hey, I appreciate you coming out. Peace to everybody out there in sim racing land. Got another view we'll show you. TurnLeftTV on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. You'll get updates of when races are coming up. Also, if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, right up there is a link in the banner of this channel. Please hit the thumbs up and let me know your hair. Share my videos. Sorry to say share. I don't know what that was. Share my videos with all your friends out there in sim racing world. If you'd like anywhere you can share YouTube videos, you're more than welcome to share my videos here on TurnLeftTV. It's been a little bit of a rough day here for me, I'll be honest with you. I think some of our viewers are here, kind of see how I'm doing, making sure I'm okay, and I appreciate that. You know, definitely heart goes out to you guys, and you know, I think sometimes the way we deal with that stuff is we just get on with life and you know, keep pushing on and do what we do, and that's what we're here doing right now. I think I got a lot of guys here, 21 guys here, depending on me tonight here to bring a good broadcast for them so they can go back and watch it, and that's exactly what we're doing here. So, Emerald Wallace says, bye, Mr. J. See you Tuesday, and I will see you Tuesday. Can't wait. Actually, I can wait for school to start again. I want to enjoy my weekend, but nonetheless, yeah, we love you too. Thank you so much. Yesenia. Oh my God, I can't even believe I just read that. You see this? This is what keeps me coming back to work right there. Look at that. You're amazing, Mr. J. The reason why I love coming to school. That's absolutely amazing. All right, boys and girls, let's get back to it. Wipe the tears out of my eyes there a little bit. It's pretty amazing. Sean Jacobs in the 24 car down on that inside line. He is our race leader. Actually, it looks like Felipe Portela has elected to go to the outside line, so we'll have them fight it out who's actually the race leader on that. I was too busy chatting with a couple of my kids. Looks like Felipe is the race leader. Too late to drink some coffee. I'm going to get a little bit of a little coffee here. All right, that low line I think is the place to be. But tell you what, man, 24 and the 13 are right next to each other, and there has been a 13 up in the high line here. 54, 13, 24. These guys have some rivalries going on. Pretty significant rivalries. Don't forget about Romulo Silviera. That guy seems to get that car up front too. One of our, I've seen him racing before with us. Now got an official car in the car set with that 15 car. All right, so a little bit of fisticuffs right there. Maybe that 13 trying to send out 24, a little bit of a message. Not something I would recommend doing as the owner and operator of HORL. All right, here we go. Getting ready to go back green. Lap 50. 1X, Felipe Portela. Race leader back at it. Here we go. 77, Paul Brown in the third position, or not third in line on the bottom line here. Giving to 54 a little bit of a shove. 20 laps to go. 20 laps to go. Here we go. Back at it. 15 dives down to the bottom side. 82, 12. These guys are freight training that top line. 4 car getting by. Sean Jacobs down to the race lead. 54 Ed Palumbo behind him. 77 Paul Brown in third. 15 Romulo Silviera running in the fourth position. Tim Lansbury is fifth. Kind of see where that 13's ended up, man. And I tell you what, he and the 1X there on that high line, they're committed. I'll give them that. But that bottom line seems to be, the place to be. As I talked about that early in the race, or before the race started in the warm-up session, so you really got to watch that bottom line. Guys started getting organized on the bottom line, and they really cannot match it with the high line. Well, those guys continuing to go by, and 27, he's trying to slip through. Oh, the 1X, he bails out. Now he's diving back. He's got a little bit of run. He's trying to get something organized maybe up on the high line, so we'll have to keep our eye on the 1X machine. About Lawrence Stopworth in the 41. He's trying to get back up to the front, running in the 14th position. Got Reese Kennedy in the 80 car running behind him. And I have a feeling, man, things are going to be a little bit chippier here as these guys start to do this all take and no give. And Sean Jacobs continuing with the lead. 54 Ed Palumbo, 77 Paul Brown. These guys have run a lot of laps together over the years. So I have a feeling with those three, they're going to kind of keep it status quo until the last few laps here with 17 laps to go. They still trying to get it figured out back there. Todd Robillard here in the 90. He's sort of leading that two wide action. He gets clear of the 1X car. Lawrence Stopworth following him. With Todd Robillard running in the 9th position. Lawrence Stopworth trying to clear that 1X machine. Guy's going to be all right, I think. That 13 trying to tuck in. And, man, he was trying to squeeze in on the 80 car. Did not get down there. The 80 held his line. 80 said, hey, no, man, this is my spot. You got to tuck in behind me at 13. Oh, the 13 giving that 80 car a little bit of a shot in the back end. A little bit of a shot right there. Another little bit of a shot here with the 80 car. There may be some brewing going on. Here's the 13 all over the back of that 80 car. It's going to get crazy, I think, here. Keep an eye on that action, 13 and the 80. He's giving that. You see the Claudio Bardelli Jr. got a run and got up to the high side. He saw that 13, got into the back of the 80. Bardelli Jr. wanted to try to get down to the bottom side and can't get in, and he's going to have to wait for the 13 to get by before he has a clear line to get down the bottom here. We got a car in the wall. I'm not sure who that is. Might have been Felipe Portela in the. No, it isn't. It is 5X car, I believe, in the wall. So Granado in the call, Felipe Granado in the wall there. So he's dropped to the back. So he got into the wall and now has fallen back to the back of this line. Got back up here and look at our race leader nose to tail here. Paul Brown running in the third position. Take a look at his car out of the front of his machine. Running in third, Ed Palumbo in the Mello yellow sponsor machine just in front. And, Sean Jacobs leading the field. Sean Jacobs just loves these super speedways. 56 laps in, and he is in the front. Ed Palumbo second, Paul Brown third, Romulo Silviera in the fourth position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. 91. See that 13 trying to get around on the high side. Can't get around Reese Kennedy. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is going to use that opening and get by the 13 car. 42. He's going to try to get through as well. It's a little bit of action right there. Claudio Bardelli Jr. 91. 13 Colin Matiak here. 42. Stephen Miller in this action. Trying to get through. More action right there. That 13 kind of squeezing a little bit now down onto the 80 car. He's trying to get a run. We'll take this 3 wide. So this is going to get busy here, I think. On board here with, Reese Kennedy giving that 13 a little bit of a shot there. 13 making some moves here late in the race. Gotten around the 80 car. We got a yellow flag here. Yellow flag. I had a feeling there was something going to happen there as things are getting a little busy. You got a car up there in the wall. Looks like that is the 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. And he was in that area where things started getting a little busy. Sean Jacobs, the leader, 54. Ed Palumbo in second. Paul Brown in third. Now you got to be wondering, what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do here? You got, basically about 10 laps to go. By the time we do this caution flag, you're going to have, maybe 6, 7 laps, 5 laps to go? We'll see what happened here. Claudio Bardelli Jr. Looks like he might have come around. See, that gets a little tight right there. It is tight. Look at that, man. That is 4 wide. Bardelli Jr. and, the 80 gets taken out in that as well. I'm going to tell you what, that 80 has the worst luck. And look at that, man. It's like the 6X on his lid right there. The 6X on his lid right there. Go right here is there's some contact right there ahead, and these guys get all checked up right there, and then Bardelli Jr. gets turned, and the 6X coming around as well. You see it a little bit earlier here. This is the 90. See the 13 getting into the back of the 41 right there. More contact, gets into the 41. This guy's checking up, and then, just an accordion effect right there. The 90 checks up a little bit down onto the apron, not much. And then, look at that, man. That is 4 wide. The 6X does not have enough time to react. He gets into the back of the 41 car. And then there's going to be some more. See the 91 and the 80 get together. And then all heck ensues after that. So those guys see the 80 car coming around. He just has the worst luck here. Like I said, he seems to unfortunately get himself in the back of the field sort of late in the race or mid-pack where all of that mess is happening. Look at this, man. This is just these guys 3 wide. And then, oh, man, he jumps over the curb there. Jumps over the curb. Wow, that got a little interesting here, didn't it? It was hard to figure out who caused that. That was a lot of just an accordion effect, I think. Those guys getting back together, getting, clustered up there, accordion effect, and, just nowhere to go. Very fast, not a lot of time to react. All right, 24, Sean Jacobs, our race leader. 54, Ed Palumbo in second. 77, Paul Brad. You see that 1, 2, 3 really hasn't changed, and those guys have worked a lot together. And, that's something to think about. Those guys are pretty comfortable, I think, kind of where they are. And then maybe till that last lap, and then, or maybe that last turn on the last lap, and then, everything goes out the window. But to be honest with you, those guys are going to work together for the most part, and keep it friendly. So not a lot of fisticuffs going on right there. So 24, Western Auto sponsored Chevy Camaro is our race leader. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow is Daytona International Road Course. It's going to start in the late afternoon and turn out the lights. So we're going to run this race day to night transition. This will be a fun one. I love Daytona Road Course. It's a lot of fun, and it is a heck of a lot of fun in these GT3 cars. So racing starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. And it's the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. So how about this, man? We got big fields in the stock cars, big fields in the GT3 Series, big fields in the IndyCar Series. So things looking up for High Octane Racing League. This is really what we were looking for when we decided to sort of take this thing back over and take it out on its own again. And we wanted to offer as in the spirit of the old days. I've been with High Octane Racing League since 2001, and in the spirit of the old days, we wanted to offer those other forms of racing too. Of course, a stock car based league, but we've also got those other forms here that we're offering drivers that might be interested in doing some of that other racing that we love as well. And that GT3 series has been a really popular one, and I suspect either going to redo that one again next, or not, just kind of re-up that one next season, or maybe work that in definitely again who knows, we might expand and go to another night of racing before it's all over with. But, you know, the Indy cars are great. And then don't forget about you know, somebody had really mentioned that DPI mod. It's a third-party mod out there. And I'll tell you what, I got in those cars the other night, and that is a great mod. So hope maybe we'll get a little bit of interest there. In that. The only problem I see with that mod is there's really not a lot of cars that are like in the skin pack with that one for guys to choose from, so they would have to paint their own cars and so forth. And you know, some guys are really not you know, into that, you know, painting the cars up, and so they like to just come in and you know, have a skin ready to go. So that's the only limitation I see with that DPI mod. But who knows, you know, we've got other things that are possibilities. Guys are, you know, really suggesting things all the time. And take a look at that schedule here. Coming up next week, we got Kansas Speedway, 98-lap race there in that cookie cutter mile-and-a-halfer. Michigan International 2-mile track there at 90 laps on February the 5th. And Lucas Oil Raceway in Indianapolis, a little short track action, 140 laps there on February the 12th. Chicagoland, February 19th, DC Northside. That's Richmond. Some more short track action headed your way. And then another short track. Oh, my God, Martinsville. We're going to see some tempers flaring at that track on March the 5th. Riverside International, little road course. Great road course for stock cars on March the 12th. Phoenix, I don't know if you're going to call that a short track, mid-track. What do you want to call that? That's a little bit over a mile in length. Great track there. Indianapolis Motor Speedway to finish out the season on March the 26th. Oh, we're getting a one to go here as 24 Sean Jacobs said, I want that bottom side there. The 54 Ed Palumbo up on the high side. The Mellow Yellow sponsor machine. 77 Paul Brown starting in the third position. So we're winding it down here. Getting it back going at lap 64. Now 6 laps to go. And I want to say thank you so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Always appreciate your patronage here. I'm your broadcaster, Heath Johnson. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's race so far. It's been pretty interesting. Got a few caution flags, and that's to be expected here at Daytona. Things getting a little tight and maybe a little aggressive there on occasion. Like I said, things happen in a hurry. You got to check up. You got to be ready for, you know, expect checkups. You got to be ready for that, and that's caused some, I think, some of these cautions. Is just not expecting it, trying to take an evasive move, maybe getting into another driver or getting down the apron or maybe getting into the back of a driver there. So I don't really think we've seen too much of the overly aggressive driving, but we've seen a little bit of that. See the stock cars, so I don't want to say all's fair in love and war, but hey, this is war. And it ain't no love, that's for sure. Here we go, 24 Sean Jacobs going to lead the field here to take this green flag. Here we go, back to green. 77, is he going to give enough room for this 54 car to get down low here? Let's see. 54 can't figure out what he wants to do. Is he going to go down to the bottom side? 82, Tim Lansbury says figure it out. And 54 ducks down there. Tim Lansbury back in that fourth position. He's wanting through. You got somebody down on the apron there. Art Vieira down on the apron. I'm not sure what happened to him. But he is down on the apron there, and he's falling back. So something happened to Art Vieira down on that apron. I don't know whether he got hit or what. But he lost a ton of positions there at the start. Go back here and look at this start. There's Art Vieira. Oh, there was contact there. 41 tried to, or excuse me, the 12 trying to tuck down, and the 12. Man, that was a near miss right there, wasn't it? Near miss. It would look like some lane change. And now that 4 car is trying to play some catch up, and we got a yellow flag. Exactly what he wanted to see. We'll see what happened here. Sean Jacobs going to take this caution flag. And you see these guys right now are getting a little chippy. I have a feeling when I look at this replay, there's going to be some aggressiveness. Let's see what happened here. Is a 24, Sean Jacobs. take this caution flag. Ed Palumbo, a little bit of a solid there from Paul Brown to give him some room to tuck down into that spot in the second. Paul Brown in third. So good buddy move right there. That's the kind of move, really, that you need to make here. You can race them, but just sort of let it get worked out here. We'll see what happened here. See what happened here is 12 of the 42 and the 2X. 1X here might have gotten into that 42 car right there. Gets into him and spins him into the wall right there. That was pretty clear what happened on that one. Felipe Portela right here. Watch this. He gets into the back of that. It's hard. 42 kind of did check up there a little bit. You see Jesus Iglesias gets by on the outside line. Okay, and he tucks in right there, and then 42. Man, that's hard to say. That was a tough way to go right there. We'll take a look at this again. You see the 2X car, he gets by this 42 car, and the 42 right there is just some contact, and that was one going down, one coming up about the same time. That's hard to say, man. I don't know if I can make that call. On board here, and he was just running, then up there a little bit, and it looked like Felipe might have come down a little bit. Not Felipe, but Felipe Portela come down there a little bit. Take a look and see what happened there. And it just looked a little odd there from Claudio Bardelli Jr.'s stance there. And you see right there coming over a little bit. Tough call there. They were really kind of, you commit to a spot, you got somebody else committing to a spot, and it's hard to figure out who actually did that one. I think I'm sure the chatters will have something to say about that one. We're getting that figured out. All right. Well, I think we might be getting green white checker. So I think we're going to get a green white checker on this one. So it looks like a green-white checker. Is it going to be a green-white wrecker? Question mark on that one. I don't have a question mark symbol, but I guess I could put one up there. Sean Jacobs is the leader. Ed Palumbo second. And Paul Brown third. Tim Lansbury is in the fourth position. John Stanley, how about that, man? I'll tell you what, I told you John Stanley likes these super speedways, and he has gotten that car in the fifth position. Romeo Silvietta at 15. Is in the sixth position. Good to see Romulo out there in his car. You know, there's something we got to check here with all the new cars. Gotta look around for something. We'll see if we can't find it. I think you know what I'm looking for. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're going to have a talk with the Romulo Silvietta team. Going to have a chat with the Romulo Silvietta team, and so we'll go back here with Lucas Sinfoner, and I don't see any TurnLeftTV logo on that car either. So we got some haters out there. He's got a car in the GT3 series. This guy, funny guy, has painted a TurnRightTV logo on that, huh? That's funny. So are we going to get any takers coming down pit lane? I think we might get a few here that might have had some damage on that that caution flag. Might have gotten into the wall, so I suspect we may see some guys coming down pit lane. We don't. Maybe they've already gotten their service done. I see the 42 and the 1X staying out there. So they might have come back down. They might have come down pit lane there. I'll tell you who I think might be a little happy to see that caution flag, and that is the 4 car, Archivieta, because he was dropping back pretty quickly and under green and had no draft there. So he, I suspect, wanted to see that. Now he's going to have a lot of work to do here in just a few laps to try to salvage a good finish out of this. Right now running in the 19th position. Again, I want to say thank you so much for coming out and watching the races here on TurnLeftTV. It's been a little bit of an eventful one. Daytona always is. And again, thank you for coming in. Please hit that subscribe button. Smash the button right there if you haven't already done so. And then up in the link in the banner of this channel, if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, you can make a donation straight through PayPal. And then please hit the thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. I definitely look at that stuff and appreciate all those people who do that. And also share the videos with all your friends. And it's going to be a great one, great season this year, and you can see all of them right here on TurnLeftTV and the GT3 series. And who knows, we might have some special events. I did that surprise special event on the December the 26th for those guys at Daytona here in the Buschwackers series. We did the Frosty 200, I think it was. Wasn't it Frosty 250? Frosty 200? So that was a fun race. And we awarded some prizes there. We may see some more of that stuff. You never know what we have up our sleeve here at TurnLeftTV and High Octane Racing League. A peace to everybody out there. Hope everybody's behaving, getting some good family time in, and getting some rest and relaxation in too. So doing whatever makes you happy in this time that we're facing here, this challenging time. And mask up, boys and girls. Mask up. Very, very important out there that you do that. Thanks for your support here at TurnLeftTV. Let's get her done. Getting one to go here, and we got a green-white checker headed your way. Sean Jacobs up front. This will be a big win for him. Gilmar Peixoto de Oliveira out saying, apologizing. Is there no reason to apologize, man? It's okay. Stuff happens. I'm glad you come out and you race with us, man. I had all the times that I've been involved in a wreck or caused a wreck or had a bad night. I could take up 2 or 3 days of video on that one. So been racing for sim racing for 20 years, actually over 20 years, really, but about 25 years to be exact. So I've been through my fair share of incidents. No worries, man. You have nothing to worry about. Very nice guy, Gilmar Peixoto. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your last name correctly. I think I am. I typed it in on Google Translate. All right, 24, Sean Jacobs inside line this time. And I kind of wonder, is that 77 car going to be as nice as he was on that last restart and let that 54 down low? We'll see. 82, Tim Lansbury. Up on the high line, that Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. And then don't forget about John Stanley. He is waiting to pounce. If these guys start getting a little racy here, he might be the spoiler. And look at that, Romulo Silvietta In the 6th position, 21, Lucas Simpfner in the TurnLeftTV Hater car. Now that Flexio-sponsored Mustang running in the 7th position. Colin Matiak is 8th. Here we go. Green, white checker. Not green, white wrecker. Not going to have that. We're going to finish under green. Here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Back to green. 77 gives that 54 a little bit of room there. The 82 gets down too, so we got nose to tail. Romulo Civiata gets in here, so nose to tail on that. So here we go, nose to tail, and Sean Jacobs the leader. 54, Ed Palumbo in the 2nd position, giving that 24 a little bit of a shove right there. So all take, no give. .24, can he hold on? Can the 54 does he have something up his sleeve? What about the 77? Don't forget about them. Oh, we got a yellow flag. And that is going to do it for us as the 24, Sean Jacobs, is going to win this race. He is going to win this race. So congratulations to the 24 of Sean Jacobs. His big win here. So we're going to try to fly over and look at that fantastic paint scheme. I don't know who painted that, but that guy's a genius. So Sean Jacobs, our race winner. Congratulations to him as these guys coming around to finish this bad boy up. We'll take a look and see what happened here. Things got a little, did I say chippy? Got a little chippy here, I believe. I had a feeling that this was going to happen. We just got some craziness in this restart here. We'll take a look and see what happened. Take a look and see what happened here. Here's oh man, a 42. Where in the world did he come from? 42 came out of nowhere here. Two went 4 wide. Things got a little checked up, and he just stayed in the gas and got into the back of these guys. Really got together. I think the wreck had ensued. Look here, and this was 3 wide right here. You see the 80, the 3X, the 5X, and then right here, these guys are sort of bunched together, and then the 42 plows into the back of the 80. And then a mess ensued right there. I don't know if that was such a great example that we wanted to set on that one. Wow. We'll get away from that replay as soon as we can. So Sean Jacobs, the race winner. These guys are still sort of, Sean Jacobs doing his victory lap here. He better be careful. He's going to get DQ'd. So the 24, Sean Jacobs, our winner tonight. We'll get a good screenshot for him. That awesome looking race car. So congratulations to Sean Jacobs. So Sean Jacobs gets that big race win. Congratulations. We'll take a look at the We'll take a look at the finishing order here. That was UGLY on that green-white checker. Take a look at the session results here. I think we will look at the session results. There we go. Sean Jacobs in P1. Ed Palumbo finishes in the second position. Paul Brown third. Tim Lansbury finishes in fourth. Romulo Silvietta finishes in fifth. John Stanley sixth. Lucas Sinfner in seventh. Colin Matiak eighth. Preston Hassel ninth. Felipe Granado finishes in the 10th position. In 11th is Lauren Stopworth. Reese Kennedy finishes in the 12th position. Felipe Portela finishes in 13th. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finishes in the 14th position. In 15th is Todd Robillard in the 90. Artevieta 16th. Jesus Iglesias finishes in the 17th position. Stephen Miller 18th. Tiago Gomez finishes in 19th. Gilmar Peixoto finishes in the 20th position. And the 21st position is Jair Oliveira in the 17. Take a look at the banner here and the finishing results, or the screenshot of Sean Jacobs. I don't know why it's saying last lap there. There we go. Sean Jacobs winning our first race of the season. See if we can't get an interview with him. I'm not sure the broadcast booth is has enough room for this big head that's going to be coming in here and getting this big race win. But we'll give it a shot.
Pit road will be open this time.
All right, we got Sean Jacobs joining us up here in the booth. Well, that was a wild race, but you found your way to the front there, and you were in the front when it mattered. Congratulations, man.
Now I can't hear you.
Sean Jacobs, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
There we go. So, hey, you got yourself to the front when it mattered here tonight, and you got a big win, and you love these super speedways. Tell me how you feel about this race tonight.
I'm just real happy that I was able to win tonight's race. Reason being, I just wanted to dedicate this race to my dad. Today was 2 years ago. He passed away, and that's the sad part, but the happy part is my daughter's 21st birthday is today, so happy birthday, Bethany, and I'm glad I was able to win on your birthday.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I mentioned you mentioned that in your pre-race there. I had a little chat with you, and definitely heart goes out to you, and I know how much your dad meant to you, and I remember when that happened, and I've known you for a long time, man. We've been good friends for a heck of a long time, and always appreciate you coming out and racing with us, and I more so I appreciate your friendship over the years, and it's hard to believe your daughter's 21 years old now. It's just amazing.
I appreciate it, and like I said, all these years that we've been together, it's just been a blast the whole time. It's just good that we can have friends like yourself and everybody else that you can just basically pass your pressures and stress and kind of talk about it, and there's someone there to listen.
Yeah, I think some people that don't really understand the sim racing thing don't really realize how tight we are, and how deep our friendships go. And I know when I've had some rough times, I've been able to lean on you, and you've been able to lean on me, and likewise with the other guys that are in our crew too. It really does. Even though we don't see each other face to face, it doesn't really take anything away from how deep our friendship is. So I definitely cherish that very much. But hey, we're out here at a super speedway. This is your cup of tee, and you seemed to get that 24 car up front and never looked back. You had a little bit of help there from the 77 and the 54. They were a little nice to you tonight.
Yeah, shout out to Ed and Paul for just kind of sticking with each other pretty much the whole race. It was just good to know that I had them behind me. It kind of, how should I say, takes a little bit of that stress off.
Well, you know, when I was figuring out the schedule of this season, and I was like, should I put a couple Sean Jacobs tracks out there for him? And here you go, Daytona, first race of the season, and you knock it out of the park. So congratulations, man.
Thank you very much. I'm just glad that, you know, I was able to, how should I say, just win this race, but even to get in the top 10 on these super speedways when you have this many drivers, that's an accomplishment within itself, because it gets really tight out there. So I'm ecstatic for tonight.
Well, you know, the elephant in the room, as far as I'm concerned, is when the heck are you going to start racing some GT3 races with us?
Did they race with the stock cars? if they're stock, then maybe I will.
Well, we can do a multi-class race. We could do the GT3 race cars at Watkins Glen at the same time that we could do the stock cars, and that would be a hot mess, I guarantee you.
Well, Ed says I can't turn right, so you know, that road course and all that stuff, that's not my cup of tea.
No, Ed says you're never right.
Okay. Well, got to believe what Ed says.
Absolutely. Shout out to Ed, right? We better shout out. He's in the mafia, so he'll get us if we don't. All right, man. Hey, congratulations. Have a great weekend. You got a bittersweet weekend, but have a great one. And congratulations to you. We'll be excited to see you out next week.
All right. Thanks a lot, Heath.
Yep. All right, that's Sean Jacobs joining us up here in the broadcast booth, and gets that race win. And you know, again, a shout out to him, and with the, you know, daughter turning 21. Guy's an old man now. Sean Jacobs, old man. You know, he's got a kid that's clearly an adult. It's going to be driving him around all over the place now, since he's old and won't be able to drive anymore here pretty soon. And no, hey, you know, like I said, I'm not kidding you, man. We got a tight crew here. We've known each other for a long time, very tight crew, and I really appreciate all those guys rallying around when everybody has a little bit of a hurdle in life. These guys seem to rally around each other and you know, pull each other a little bit tighter here, and you know, help comfort each other. So that's what we need when the things like this you know, happen to us. So congratulations, Sean. Good race for him. And, you know, it was a little bit of a, you know, kind of a messy one. That's sort of typical, I think, what we have in here with these bigger fields and these super speedways. We get a little bit of a boogered up race sometimes. And, you know, not everybody's going to walk away perfectly happy. But I tell you what, we got 21 drivers out, 19 finished the race. That's a pretty good deal. So don't forget the schedule here coming up next week. We got Kansas Speedway. 29 January, 98 laps. That's a mile and a half, or what we call the cookie cutter tracks. Those 1.5 milers, they all kind of have that similar layout. Kansas is a fun one, man. I mean, you can almost go flat out at this track, so it's going to be a good one next week. Michigan, of course, that's a flat out track too, 90 laps on February the 5th. And then Lucas Oil Raceway, a little short track action on the 12th. So that's coming your way. And then tomorrow, High Octane Racing League GT3 Series, Daytona International Road Course. So we're going to stay here in Daytona, sunny Daytona. I got my flip-flops out, and got my suntan lotion. And then we're going to have a little day at the beach tomorrow. And then we got Daytona International Road Course headed your way tomorrow afternoon into the evening. So it's going to switch over tonight during the race. So you'll see some headlights come out on this track, and this is a great track for GT3 Series racing. High Octane Racing League GT3 Series live right here on TurnLeftTV at 3 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. So if you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 server packages for you to choose from. And we had drivers, tomorrow you'll see drivers from all around the world out here racing using a server here in the United States. That's how rock solid these servers are. So EliteHostingUSA.com. Give those guys a look. And don't forget about ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. That's ZiaComics.com. Well, we can still get in the chatters in. I'll tell you what, man. It's time for bed. Time for bed, young ladies. You get to bed here. It's 11 o'clock. So the witching hour headed your way here pretty soon. So thanks Yesenia and Emerald for coming in and supporting me. A little bit of a tough day today, and it's always a pleasure to see that you guys care enough to come in and support me here. So I greatly appreciate that. Still have a quiz on Monday, so don't forget about that. I'm just kidding. So thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. It's been a great one. And again, don't forget to support the EliteHostingUSA.com and also ZiaComics.com. And then you can also stop in at HORL or HighOctaneRacing.net. This is the website that I've made for the league. I'm not a great web designer, but we got a good little website going on here, so check that out here on your free time. Sean Jacobs picking up the big win tonight here at Daytona, and we had an interesting race, that's for sure. Not a lot of chance there to get a lot of strategy ahead in, but nonetheless, very interesting race. Well, that's going to do it for us here on TurnLeftTV, and you know what that means. That means I am out of here. I love you, Dad. I'm going to miss you.